What?
All right. You didn't have to clap.
Fuck you, dude. I like to start the episode with a clap. I feel like it just leads me in. I feel set.
Secondhand nature for you, I guess.
Can I do it again?
Sure. I mean, it's only going to pick up on your mic.
Sick. Cool. I want to start off by stating a hard opinion.
Okay.
Christopher Columbus was an island boy.
Go on.
So you know the guys I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I thought they
Because I'm an island boy.
Didn't they lose all their money or something from it?
And I'm just trying to make it. Oh yeah, they're hemorrhaging hella money. However, they're kind of making it back on Cameo. Before I talk about that Cameo shit though, it needs to be brought up. I want to talk about my argument for why Christopher Columbus was an island boy.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So I went through the OG Island Boys song when they're when they're in the pool.
Yeah.
And they're singing that weird syncopated that switches from a 4/4 bar to a 4/5 bar every other one.
Yeah, they're weird freestyle.
Yeah. So I took some lyrics from that, and I think there's no way they're not at least related to Christopher Columbus. I almost called him Christmas Columbus.
Christmas Columbus. That holiday in December-ish.
Right, exactly. So one of the early lines is they say, "I'll be staring at the sun. I got my full gaze in." Now, is it true or not true that sailors used the stars and sunrise to dictate travel directions?
Yeah, that's true. It's like a
Fact
compass.
number one.
Okay.
Columbus was staring at the sun. Okay.
Okay.
Next, they talk about how they're standing in a pool. That's the ocean.
Okay.
Fact number two. Okay. Next one. I want to be famous. I'm trying to be the greatest. Columbus took that trip for fame, baby. That's all he wasn't as an explorer. He was an OG, TikTok influencer who was trying to get that clout. I don't really think he cared about. He didn't care about sailing the seas. He didn't really care about being a merchant. He just wanted to be the fuckboy that did it. You know?
Yeah.
Again, another major island boy quality, right?
Mm-hmm,
Now, right after that, I'm trying to be famous. I'm trying to be the greatest. I want to float on boy. Boats, float.
Sailors, yeah.
Sailor. And last one. Actually, three more lines. Next one. Gonna get real down tropic. Didn't this motherfucker mistake the Caribbean for the Indian and fucking just pillage these islands, getting tropical as fuck, raping these ladies? I probably shouldn't say that word.
No, but yeah.
R-wording these ladies.
You're not wrong, yeah. That's right.
Okay. And the last one is he ends the song by saying something about, "I'm a stone through the rain. I'm from the Caribbean." It's my last facts. They're descendants of Mr. Columbus himself.
Oh, wait, was he from... No, he wasn't from the Caribbean.
No, but that's where he went to. That's where he landed.
No.
OG time.
Didn't he land in, Maine?
No.
Wasn't that,
No.
Plymouth
That's
Rock?
the false first story. Columbus's first land was way down in the Caribbean islands.
Oh, shit.
Let's look. Yes. Plymouth Rock wasn't till way later once they knew that this route was successful and brought the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
That's the Pilgrims, yeah.
Yeah. That's Plymouth Rock. Where did Columbus first land? Let's ask Google.
Man, if it was the Caribbeans, you might actually have a pretty solid case.
Yes, it was in San Salvador, and it's all
Wow.
these islands in the Caribbean. Yeah, bro.
It's nutty.
So he didn't land in North America. He hit these islands.
Wait, did he ever hit North America?
I don't, dude. There's some suspicion of whether Columbus actually ever stuck foot on there, and it turns out that he was just going through the Caribbean islands, mad raping.
Are you telling me that,
Fuck,
like...
I gotta stop saying that word.
No, I know. But, like, are you telling me that this big holiday, this big controversial holiday of Columbus Day, didn't even apply to America?
That's why there's so many arguments against it, dude. He didn't even land here. It's Cuba is pretty much where he landed first.
Well, wait, Cuba? Oh,
and not the exact island of Cuba, but like this place that's Guanahani, which I've never heard of, which sounds like it's close to Cuba.
Okay.
I learned that from National Geographic, so I mean it's fucking fact.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean Nat Geo's your only valid source of news entertainment at this time.
Yeah. So they landed mad south, and then they switched that shit up.
Because let's see, Cuba.
When did Plymouth Rock happen?
Cuba's there. I'll be real. A lot of times when I like look at the map of the Caribbean, I always think Cuba is Jamaica for some reason. Because Jamaica to me is like such a big place in my mind.
Right.
So it's got to be the bigger island there. But no, it's like this small one underneath Cuba.
You ready for these facts?
Yeah, let's hear them.
Ready to spit some factoids?
Yeah.
There's the old classic phrase, Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492, correct?
Correct.
Pilgrims didn't set first on Plymouth Rock until 1620. 130 years later.
Man, that doesn't even rhyme.
Dude! Plymouths hit some bullshit rock in 1620, dog. I don't know if that was bad. I tried to make it work. That crumbled.
I'll be real. I free-poured my drink, and it's hit me pretty hard right now.
Good, dude. Good. Yeah, bro, but we're talking like 130 years. So he wasn't even like alive when they fucking came to America. He really just discovered the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm trying to... And he just like... Story has it. He just like went from island to island. Like R-word and hard.
Columbus
Him and his people.
even see America? Explorer Christopher Columbus, known for his 1492 discovery of the New World of America aboard his ship Santa Maria. In actual fact, Columbus did not discover North America. In his subsequent voyage, he went further south to Central and South America.
Subsequent? You just said subsequent.
Subsequent.
I love it.
I like to point out too. I have a second drink queued in the menu of like to make next, and I don't think I need it, but
I think you should have it. Why not, dude?
Why not?
We're having fun. Janae didn't show up, so like let's
Janae
get
didn't show
unhinged.
up. This is not a halal podcast.
I don't want to like trash him too much, but I know he doesn't listen, so I can like a little bit. And
But his wife listens, doesn't she?
He used to, I think. I don't think anymore. Bro, can we actually talk about something? I'll do it publicly. Fuck it, I don't even care.
Yeah.
This is outing us on some like numbers wise. We almost hit 100 views off our SoundCloud.
Oh shit!
Last week.
Nice.
So we hit 98.
I like how the concept of 100 views for us is basically nothing. I mean, like, well, for us it's a lot, but for like
it's
a
everything.
podcast channel, like a successful podcast channel, it's just like, look, dude, if you hit 100 views, you might as well throw in the towel and get a job.
And we're fucking 50 episodes later, 55 now almost, just like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Keep on listening.
What was it, the last episode? 54. So this is going to be 55.
Yeah. But I'll pull it up on my phone real quick. We also, you know, the way we're gaining fans makes me happy because it's the right way.
Yeah.
So you know how we have our fan in Brussels? We got our fan in Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
Then we also have a fan in Columbus, right?
Columbus,
Because
Ohio?
Yeah, because I only
Okay,
know this
okay.
because this, SoundCloud doesn't give the greatest like updates, but they will tell me like where the views are coming from. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
can essentially see every episode gets our Frankfurt and our Brussels friend and our Columbus friend. We also now have a Des Moines friend and a Sacramento friend.
Ooh, we're getting.
So like we might not have a lot of listeners, but we have like I think like 5 that actually fucking listen.
Where's Des Moines? Is that Iowa?
Iowa. So I'm
Des
curious
Moines,
if they
Iowa.
know our Columbus, Ohio friend, you know?
Des Moines, Iowa. There's a Dead Milkman song about that place.
Sick.
Yeah.
Dude, and also Ashburn, Virginia.
Ooh, Virginia.
So and San Francisco. So yeah. So almost every episode
We're in
we
like a lot of
gets
the Midwest.
yeah, dude, which surprises me a little bit considering our content. But like,
Right.
shouts to all the homies. If you are any of these people that I'm mentioning and you're hearing this now, I'm literally praying to God that you will email
Yeah,
us. I
kudos
want
to
to
you.
talk to you.
Don't
wanna
even
talk to you.
Yeah, not even emailed. Like well, I don't put it on SoundCloud, but on YouTube, we have the link to our Discord, and hey, that's
Yes.
free. That's free to join.
On SoundCloud, we got our link tree that's got the Discord link. They're like, find us in any way possible. I will respond anyway. I just want to talk to one person who I've never met, who actually listens to this bullshit.
Dude, what is it with bourbon? Like, okay, so every drink I have, usually when I get like this tipsy, I feel kind of sick and I have to lay down. But something about bourbon makes me feel kind of fun.
Which is backwards because bourbon's usually kind of on the heartburny spectrum. You know, what I mean? Those smoky, oaky flavors are usually not conducive
Yeah, I
to
mean,
acid reflux.
it's a bitch to swallow at times, but like I feel fun when it happens. But everything
You
else went.
drinking straight?
No, I had a Manhattan, so it's bourbon, sweet vermouth, and bitters. I guess it is basically straight, yeah.
That's disgusting, bro.
Isn't it?
You can't act like you like that drink.
No.
Don't lie to me and
no.
say that it's delicious.
It's horrible to drink, but like how I feel now is pretty fun. Like everything's kind of tingly at the edge. So like fingertips, my lips, tip of my nose, like that shit's all tingly.
It's about pride. It's about love. It's about something we devour. I don't know.
But like,
feeling that song right there.
okay,
in
but
your
like
description.
sometimes too, I kind of hit that thing where it's like, it's the millennial Gen Z approach to getting drunk, where you just don't eat, and so you get drunk quicker.
Okay, yeah. Do you know what else helps with that? Can we talk about alcoholic tips from one himself?
So let's hear it. Let's hear it. Former alcoholic. Lay it on.
Excedrin.
Excedrin. What is Excedrin?
Excedrin
I know the
is
name.
an ibuprofen caffeine knockoff designed to help constrict blood vessels and thin your blood for when you have headaches.
Are you telling me you basically take a drug, like you take a headache medication so you get drunk quicker?
Yeah, this is like the most alcoholic tip in the entire world. Dude, I know this actually from from my homie who actually does listen to the show here. Shout out, your ex-girlfriend taught me that Excedrin can get you drunker.
I mean, that makes sense though, because so it lowers blood flow. That means it lowers the quickness that your liver filters. So
Exactly, and it thins your blood, which makes it like pump quicker. It opens your blood vessels, which
in a sense it basically delays the drunk over a longer period of time.
I thought it also kind of makes it hit you quicker too.
Probably, yeah, because
Which
it's
seems backwards.
well. Okay, no. If it thins your blood vessels, that means it goes through your system quicker,
quicker,
it
which means you're gonna
would
absorb
hit you
more.
quicker, yeah.
Your receptors are gonna pick up on it more of it quicker.
I can't afford like a shit ton of alcohol because I'm a college student, and therefore getting drunk off less it's cost effective.
Yo, dude. Can I give you some facts from worldbest.rehab?
Okay.
Which, let me tell you, I've learned over the years
World's
that
best
dot rehab worlds, there's an S in there.
Yeah, I see it. I found it.
World's best dot rehab. They have an article about Excedrin and alcohol.
Do they really?
And yes. And it does say, and by the way, if you have your website as .rehab, that means you're automatically trustable, right?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to lie if you're .rehab. Like,
I don't
that's
even-
better than
Okay,
.gov.
so I've made a few websites in like high school for like a coding class. I don't know how you get
Okay.
.rehab. Like, I don't. Where do you?
You're
What site?
It's
do you
like
go
getting a
through?
blue. It's like getting a blue check on Twitter, dude. You know what I mean? Like you
it's
gotta
beyond
go
that.
through the hoops. You
I
gotta
feel-
have an agent. You gotta have a dude on the black market, a guy who's got access to .rehab.com.
Well, I feel like in order to get like a check mark on Twitter would be like getting .net, because that's like the official. Oh, there's no chance in hell this is a scam website because it says .net. But like,
.rehab is like a red check.
yeah, this is like an otherworldly
Serious
check.
shit, bro. You're like triple vetted. You're more reliable than the CDC.
Not only do you have a blue check, but like the Queen has knighted you. You are now
Oh.
Sir. You are now Sir Rehab.
And when the Queen knighted you, there
shit.
was like a red check hanging off the sword that kind of like dyed your shoulder. You know what I mean? So
They brand
kinda
you with
swag.
They brand you with
Yeah,
a Twitter
man.
check mark.
yeah.
It's your social
But it
credit
does
score
say on this
going
website
up.
that when alcohol is, oh god, 10 points Gryffindor.
I'm trying to find.
It says
like,
here when
oh,
when
go ahead.
alcohol is combined with Excedrin, the primary effect is exaggerated, increasing the strain on the body with unpredictable results.
Unpredictable, bruh. It means you get drunk.
You gon' get fucked.
Okay, I'm on their website right now. I'm like going through it, and it's just like the different places that show up. Because at first it's like Villa Paradiso, Spain. Like, goddamn, if I can get rehab through like a villa in Spain, it's worth getting this fucked up with your life. But then it's like Recovery Centers of America, and then Malibu. And at the very, very, like, this is literally one of the last ones, is West Valley Detox.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah, so it's
That's
like,
right around the corner.
right.
Close.
At the very bottom of the page is us, represented in SLC. But then, like, the different stuff they do is like, okay, this is great. Latest blog, post, and knowledge. Gaslighting. Whippets,
Dude.
-balloons.
Dude, there's one on here that I'm seeing that just says shake and bake meth.
They got the porn addiction side effects, treatment for bipolar disorder, NA versus AA. What does crack smell like?
Dude, these are some important. Why aren't we like talking more about this website, dude? It seems
love this
highly
website.
educational. It seems highly educational to me.
Emotional effects of stonewalling. What does it even
Okay,
mean?
bro. So I need to
Daughters
get back.
of alcoholic fathers. Beware
that just
of
seems
covert
like a list
narcissists.
of porn stars.
How long do drugs stay in your system? Meth teeth.
Holy fuck!
What is scrompting? Wait, hold on.
Wait, what? Go on.
It just says scrompting. That's all it says. Teenage Treatment Center, healing, start here, listings. Best treatment may cost less. What is scromping? Teen marijuana use can get out of hand very quickly. If a teenager smokes marijuana on a daily basis for a long period of time, they may experience disturbing new trends known as cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, or CHS. Cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome may be more commonly known by its street name, scromping.
What does this mean? Because I'm most likely scrompting.
Scromping is a combination of screaming and vomiting. Holy
That sounds
shit.
like some spice shit right there.
A trend that is occurring more and more in teens. Scromping is marijuana-related conditions that make a person vomit violently. Vomiting can be so painful that the individual screams due to the agony felt. The more a teen uses marijuana, the more likely they are to suffer from scromiting. Bizarre trend has sent many teens into emergency rooms across the United States due to strange occurrence.
Do you know what I hate about this so bad? Like, this actually just made me a little grumpy there. These teens are just taking too big of bong hits out of new bongs they've never hit.
Yeah, they're just
And that
used to
shit-
it and they're getting
That shit will... They call it a choke out in the stoner community, which is when you take such a big hit, it just makes you cough so bad that your body thinks something's kind of clogging your throat, and your body's natural reaction to something clogging your throat is to throw up to try and go from that end to unblock something.
Yeah, I mean, I've had like
So-
a really bad cold where you cough so hard you throw up. But it's just like, scream vomiting is such a wild thing, and I'd never tie that to like such a lowbrow drug like marijuana.
Bro, I've seen somebody who's been actually I've seen two people who have been guests on this show, which it's not too hard to guess because there's not been a lot of them. One of them I saw hit a blunt. Now we were out hiking. And we were going to these hot springs, and we found this like overhang from a rock, and it was raining, and we are like, "Oh, let's go smoke under there." So we're kind of hiding under this rock, smoking, and homie just walks away because he's coughing so hard that he just starts puking. And me and the third homie are sitting back under the rock, just kind of laughing, hitting them blunt, just kind of being like, "Dude, who is this Goomba over here? Like, what is he doing? He's fucking dying, you know?"
Right.
And he straight up, dead ass, came and sat down right in between us, finished coughing, wiped like puke off his lips, and looks at us and goes, "Yo, where's that blunt at right now?" We were like, "You could fuck right off, dude. Like, you don't get to go straight from puking to smoking this thing."
Right.
But I think that would be considered scromping.
Well, he has to scream while it happens. Like that's the weird thing. That's what the scrom in vomiting and scromiting is.
Wait, you actually wait.
It's basically scromiting or scrompting is like a combination of scream vomiting. So it's like you have to vomit so hard it hurts that you scream in agony. A part
Dude,
of me
I'm trying to find where did you find this word?
I went to the .rehab site that you said, and I scrolled
Fuck,
down to
our
the bottom.
super trustable website.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right, you're right.
I'm just gonna like
You're right,
Google
you're right.
scromiting.
No, because I googled scrompting,
Yeah,
but it's scromit. There's no
scromiting.
P.
Yeah, I missaid it. So scromiting,
you're
it's scream vomiting, but like
Oh yes, cannabinoid hypernemesis.
yeah, hyperemesis syndrome,
Yo,
which like I like if you look it up, it takes you straight to socioculture where it talks about the use of the word scromiting as like the street term for it.
dude, this is kind of stressing me out actually.
CHS is not very well known. In lieu of the correct diagnosis, the average patient in the U.S. may be charged $100,000 or more in medical bills through emergency department visits. An emergency department physician in 2018 commented that the condition wasn't on their radar in the 5 years prior through the condition was being diagnosed more often now.
I don't like this, dude.
You know, I could kind of see. Okay, so the first time I did pot, I got kind of the spins.
You've never, dude. I want to hit you. If you were here, I'd be shooting you so hard with a Nerf gun right now. Did you hear what you just said?
No, I did. So, like, hear me out on this. This was the first time I did it.
First time you did pot. Okay, thanks, Mom. Tell me about it.
I kind of got the spins. After that,
Yeah,
I did, that's common. Well, like after that, I never got it again. But I can see like this happening to someone the very first time they do it, and then just hitting it like excessively, hoping that later on it won't happen, and then they just get like a motion sickness vomit.
Oh. Yeah, but but like, where's the screaming come in? Because I've seen that person a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Again, that's usually somebody, especially somebody who's never like smoked a big bong before.
Right.
They will usually kind of like die on their first gigantic
yeah
bong hit.
You go
you know what I mean?
go too hard your first time, and then you got like a bad reaction to motion sickness, so you throw up. But like the screaming has to be. Because, I mean,
that's the weird part.
What it says is, like, it literally is such an intense amount of vomiting is that you're screaming in agony. And a part of me feels like that part is just, anti-weed PR.
Dude, I've smoked around a lot of people who've gotten way too paranoid, have gotten all these things. They've never been screaming in the bathroom, vomiting.
I don't think I've ever seen someone scream vomit. Like... for anything, even like food poisoning.
Have you ever seen anyone high from weed scream? I mean, I know I yell a lot.
I've seen that,
but I don't scream.
I've seen screaming and I've seen vomiting, and they're both separate. But like the vomiting, majority of the time is like, okay, first time hitting weed, and also you've been drinking, so like you're just fucked up.
That's the big thing is people who can't crossfade. If you don't know how to drink and smoke weed, that will fuck you up so bad you'll have the worst spins of your life.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the guy that like came into our group call one time and was like determined to prove to us that smoking weed before drinking like protects your liver from alcohol?
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Isn't it? And so he claimed this was true, and then he like sent us a video of like these two quote unquote doctors like proving it. But then you, like, go and look up the credentials of these doctors, and one of them is, like, a doctor...
Credentials. I fucking love you, dude.
Yeah, dude. One of them is a doctor in music theory, and the other is a doctor in, like, world history. It's, like, in no way are these two doctors qualified to tell me, like, the medical basis of taking pot before drinking.
Now, I don't want to support Joe Rogan because I kind of hate his ass right now, but that sounds like the same list of doctors that are going after Spotify for telling them he needs the same, anyone who can claim to be a doctor.
Right?
Oh, boy. Dude, I got to finish my first topic. We're almost half hour in.
Yeah, you do your first topic.
I'm gonna get back to the Island Boys, okay?
Okay.
First off, two small things.
Before
you
go any further,
God.
I was gonna go make the other drink. What do you think?
Okay, fine, dude.
All right, I'll be right back.
Take the air out of my sails, why don't you? Maybe I'll get the keyboard, play a song for people. Welcome to the first. Ain't prepared for shit, prepared for nothing. It's freestyle song thing. Fuck, I think I killed the battery. God damn it. Connor's gonna fucking kill me. If you guys hear me yelling and screaming while I'm getting beat on stage, that's Connor. I'll freestyle a song then. Boom, 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 boom. Brum, ba, da, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-doo, ba-da-doom, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Da-ba-doo-ba-doo. This is a good time to try and make a TikTok. I gotta make sure that I'm signed into the right account. Otherwise, this shit it don't count. What's up, my TikTok fans?
All right,
I'm trying to make a song for the podcast. Connor, welcome to my song, and please don't interrupt me. I don't have any music or any lyrics prepared, but I'm on the TikTok. What's up, my TikTok fans? Sick, dude.
All right, finish the Island Boys.
Okay, all I wanted to finish about my Island Boys is I just wanted to comment on their cameos they've been doing recently. Because they've been accepting, without like any education, some really wild ones. If we were a cooler podcast, we can maybe like edit these in, but whatever. The first one is somebody got one to make them for Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay.
And they said that the name for the cameo is G-Lane. So they keep calling her G-Lane. And the lyrics of the song are straight up shit like... Not even the song. They're like, yo, Ghislaine Maxwell, we're coming to you live. We want you to know that Jeffrey's straight up at the island chilling, straight getting massages. And we want you to know that Jeffrey, he really loves you, Ghislaine, because he's an island boy. And, you know, he just wants you to let you know he's hanging in there. And so, Ghislaine, we want you to know your boy Jeffrey, he's at the island. And they're doing all these, like, straight up... Not knowing they've been scripted to fucking, like, do Jeffrey Epstein Island Boy.
Right.
Jokes.
That's awesome.
Which is my first favorite one. The second favorite one, and this one's been erased. I've been trying to find the original on TikTok and I actually can't find it anywhere. A Texas Army recruiter paid for a cameo from them.
Okay.
In which they're just being like, yo, you can be an island boy. Like, you get this thing, you get a $50,000 bonus. And they're like saying all these perks of joining the military that are straight up recruiter lies that don't actually happen.
The Army recruiter just hired them to do his job for them.
Yes, and put in hella lies.
Genius.
And they did it really cringy, and his excuse was, yeah, I'm just trying to find a way to, like, appeal to a younger audience. And AOC clapped back at him quite hard, just being like, yo, this is fucking straight up manipulative, and you shouldn't be using the fucking Island Boys to try and fucking con these young kids into going to these wars they don't know what the fuck they're talking about with.
No, I think you should. I think if you're dumb enough to listen to the Island Boys to recruit, that's on you. That is 100% on you. And
he paid for it.
Bruh, if you show up in the army with PTSD and it's like, yeah, it's because the Island Boys told me it'd be cool. It's like,
dude,
bruh, that should immediately get you, like, written up as idiot.
That should be like, is that how we're filtering out the bad ones now? We're being like, does this Island Boys video of parody appeal to you? And they're like, hell yeah. It's like, okay, you're on the front lines, bro. Mm-hmm. We're sending you yelling and screaming first thing.
Straight to hell.
Holy fuck. Well.
Dude, I want to talk about the Eminem thing. I've been looking at this picture lately. So
you want to talk M&Ms?
Yeah. So
let's do it.
Looking at the picture you have pulled up right now, if you look at it, the red and brown M&M are the exact same. Like the
Oh, yeah.
exact same pose, the exact
Well, no,
same
no, 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 no,
placement.
no. Red is different, by the way. Red is different.
What's
I
different?
mean, brown is different. Brown is different.
What's different
brown
about
is.
brown?
Okay, look really closely at the heel of the shoe that the brown is wearing.
Oh, it's not a stiletto. What the hell?
It's not a stiletto, and it's a little shorter. So it's a wedge heel that's a little bit shorter.
Okay.
So they definitely took that slut and fucking put her in place.
Yeah, you're no longer wearing stripper heels. You're wearing work stripper heels.
Work heels. These are office heels. Now, I don't like what they did to our fucking green fam.
Nah, she looks athletic. That's a different kind of appeal.
Bruh.
Like,
I like them stripper boots, though.
No, but I'd like to point out she's like the only one wearing like Adidas sneakers. Everyone else has like these, boot sneakers. Actually, no, like majority of them have like these boot cut, almost Doc Martin looking things.
These ugly ass kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, why couldn't Yellow get some fresh new updates in these? Like, he's kind of an idiot. He's kind of dumb, but, like, you can be dumb and have some fucking fresh kicks.
No, right? I mean, okay, so here's the other thing. Looking at it, the only one that has like the original big blocky shoes is the blue M&M. Like, he didn't get a shoe change.
There's nothing different with him.
No, not at all. But like the yellow M&M
What's his personality?
is rocking like, I don't know. I've never seen a commercial with the blue M&M. I think he showed up in like the movie commercials where they're all strapped to a bomb, but I don't think he had any dialogue. The only one that has dialogue is like the orange M&M, who's like the nervous German European. Red's just cynical, blue's an idiot, and then like nothing
Bro,
but.
I just found an article that's from 2016. Okay, so this is old. This is not related to this current controversy.
Okay.
It explains the characters of each M&M.
All right.
Okay, so can I read through each of them? Is that cool?
Yeah, go for it.
Red is a self-confident leader, so he's the asshole. You know what I mean? That's always picking on everyone. Yellow is the obvious goofball. I think we all know that from the red and yellow peanut commercials. Orange is neurotic, so he's the one that they toned down his anxiety and made him a little more self-aware.
Okay.
All it says here is blue is cool and smooth. He's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Why is it that he's like the man pimp of the group and they didn't do anything to him?
I know, right?
Also, do you notice they covered up all their skin?
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, they just elected. It's like
Added tights.
Yeah,
Like Blue's wearing an arm sleeve, like he's in the fucking NBA now, like he's
Right.
Allen Iverson.
which in fairness, it's not like M&Ms need a skin tone per se. That's kind of weird. That's a little cannibalistic.
They could have made them like slightly the color of their M&M tone.
That would make more sense. Yeah, but I would I would like to point
Go
out
ahead.
though, it looks like if you were to go down the line, yellow kind of has a little bit of skin tone. But brown and orange still have skin tone.
Did brown get darker? Yo, we need to take a Photoshop tool to analyze the fucking pixel coloration of brown legs to see if they changed it at all. Any nerds out there, please do it. I'll pay you $1.
Bro, I got
From
Photoshop.
Venmo.
I can do it right now. One sec.
Sick, dude.
Shave image. This is
You're
gonna
a
take
nerd. I'll pay you $1.
Yeah, man.
I just offered it. Fuck.
Yeah, man. Put it on my editing tab.
We don't want to. I don't want to talk about that tab, bro.
I like to point out too, though. Blue is kind of built in the same way as like yellow, so it's implied that he's also a peanut M&M.
Is it though?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. It's like, is he filled with something else?
Huh.
Let's see.
I don't know, dude.
That's wrong. Boom, 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 boom. Give me a second. I'm taking a minute to open up Photoshop.
Bro, I'm literally found this article from 2016 is literally talking about how to desexualize the green M&M. This is actually a thing from fucking 6 years ago.
That's insane.
Eye candy, gender and sexuality in M&M's advertisements. Sending this over, by the way. You can view it or not. I just think it's funny.
All right, I'll probably read it later.
Good.
I like the thumbnail of it.
Bro, that's literally the person who wrote the article. That was their attempt to desexualize the green M&M.
I like how though they kept the boots.
Wonder if we could hijack this picture for our thumbnail.
Bro, that's what the image is gonna be for the entire video.
Just crop out that green M&M.
Yeah.
I feel it, dude.
Okay. Well, let's see. There's the dropper tool. Nope.
Now it does also, you got to consider, in all fairness, it does do a left to right like lighting fade. So try and pick on each one.
Okay, so I got the color for that. And let's see the color for same spot. Oh. Yo, she's actually darker.
Actually darker in the new one?
Yeah, let's see. So I'm looking at, what would that number be? I'm trying to see where it gives me like the actual verbatim number.
RGB color value?
Yeah. I can't find it, but like you can look at it and it's kind of obvious. So like in one of them, it's in like this brown area, but the other one, it's actually in the grayscale. I'm gonna try her arm.
Oh, that's fire. Yo,
Let me try the arm.
This is the controversy no one's talking about. Everyone wants to just talk about hoe-ass green shoes, but like no one wants to talk about.
Okay, the arm might actually. No, the arm's a little. Well, let me try here. The arm is very close, but I think it's darker still.
Now, I noticed not even in just pick a pixel, but I can see there's like darker shading on her left elbow. Mm-hmm. There's like a crease of shading there, and that's not on the original.
Yeah, well, also like her lips aren't as dark anymore, things like that. But now, okay, so I'm gonna compare her skin tone to like green skin tone.
Oh, what about Mr. Yellow, dude? He's looking like a white boy.
Yeah. Okay, so there definitely is.
Yo, compare
there.
OG Yellow's too, by the way, because OG Yellow looks like he whitens up in the second one. Look at that. He's got way more color contrast in that first one.
You know, he actually might be close to the same.
No way, he's way darker in the first one.
He is darker in the first one from like shadow.
There's more contrasting shadow shading.
Yeah, from shadow shading he is darker, but it looks like it's about the same color. Like if I swap, it's still in the same vector per se.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Brown's was not.
No, so like it looks like the only ones that got set to that off-white are red, green, and blue. Everyone else still kind of has their same skin tone.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's sick. Do you know what else I don't like about the second redesign?
Mm-hmm.
Look at how the difference of noticeably short orange and red are compared to like yellow and blue in the second one.
The second one. Orange and yellow are about... Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
orange and... You know what I mean? Like, they shrunk my boy orange and red in this new one.
No, they did, actually, yeah. Well, okay, so I think one of the things they have...
Look at how... Look at this. In the first one, Orange is standing right next to green, and green has like an inch on orange, maybe.
One sec.
Then you look at this.
I'm actually
Are
gonna.
you measuring?
I am measuring because I'm gonna copy the body of yellow and like put him side by side with his other version. Because the thing is like he's tilted in the first one, but
Did he get taller? No, but dude, like orange is way shorter than green in the second one.
He actually did get taller. I was just gonna say like, it looks like in the first one, he's kind of like at an angle, but in the second one he's like up straight. But no, it definitely is like they shortened the orange and red one, like drastically.
Dude, just looking at orange next to green in that first picture, and then comparing orange and green in the second one,
because actually you can do it even better because red next
orange is right next to each other even.
Yeah, but red next to brown is like, maybe a tiny smidge. Brown is taller than red, but like in the other one, it's almost half.
Dude, that's why Orange Eminem in the second one is freaking the fuck out, because he just got shorter.
Mm-hmm.
By like fucking 2 inches.
Bro, he's scared.
Dude, he's not vibing.
Mm-mm. Not at all. I wouldn't be either if I was that short. Bro. I got it. All right, so your boy, the real Jay Bernard. Remember that, man?
Jay Bernard?
Jay Bernard.
Who's that?
A famous fake Twitter account I run.
Oh, Jay Bernard! Yeah, let's go!
I'm just gonna put down Okay. Let's come up with our anti-woke, broke, fake woke, faux woke.
Broke folk.
I just
Fauk.
think it's funny they wanna diversify the M and M's, but won't commit to making yellow Asian.
My hero.
Alright, let's add some tags.
God. Oh my fuck, that made me happy.
And oh, what the?
Yes.
M&M's. There we go.
Yo, your boy just... Oh my god, dude. This is awesome. Oh my god.
And now it's out there. I'll send it to my friend.
Oh my god. I love this, dude. I put like 7 long ass topics in the list, and we've gone through 2 of them.
I know. It's a different thing when I get 2 drinks in on an empty stomach.
Homeboy just messaged me too. I told him to get the fuck on the call if he has any sense.
If he has any sense.
Dog, dude. Bro, you're just gonna hit me with an oh fuck an hour late. I'm outing you, Junaid. You heard what Tucker Carlson said. You saw what I wrote. His quote was, right?
What was it? Wait. Let me see if I can go back and see it. No, it was his quote.
M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. That's the goal. What M&Ms have you ever had a fucking drink with beforehand, Tucker Carlson?
I love the concept too of like. So I saw a thing a while back that was saying it's like Tucker Carlson Turning Point USA, and it's like, dear liberals, you call me racist, but I want to fuck the brown M&M.
Oh my god. Dude, that text just made me think that he sits at home like just jerking off with green M&Ms in his hand. He's like, "Yeah, you fucking whore, green M&M."
I separate the
then
green
now-
M&Ms to nut on them.
Ugh, just to jack off, and he's like furiously jacking off with these green M&Ms, scraping his dick. And now he's like, "What the fuck? She doesn't even have sexy shoes on anymore. How the fuck am I supposed to jerk off with this?"
You know, I'm wondering, because, you know, all they changed really was the shoes. Does that just mean Tucker Carlson has a foot fetish?
Oh, and they like took away. He's like real picky about stilettos.
Yeah.
because he wants to be like stiletto stomped on his balls.
Yeah. What I'm wondering about, too, though, is like, okay, so the last time I had M&Ms, I don't remember there being green and blue M&Ms.
Never.
If I'm being
This
real
is
with you.
brown and red the whole time, right?
Yeah, and occasionally like a yellow.
A fucking weird ass yellow.
Or
one,
an
man.
off orange.
Yeah, the orange one kind of like lingered, but that just always felt like a dirty yellow.
Yeah, I can't remember like a green or a blue. Those are like Skittles.
Whoa. Skittles are way better though.
That always threw me off though that like Skittles and M&Ms weren't like the same company.
Okay, that's fair. Did it
But-
throw you off when Skittles switched from lime to green apple?
No, I didn't actually really like Skittles because like that kind of candy always makes me sick.
Fuck you.
I know.
Fuck you.
That stuff like goes straight to my stomach and immediately makes me like nauseous. Like that much
Oh,
concentrated
you're a little
sugar.
pussy for sugar?
Yeah. Sugar makes me sick.
I don't even like you anymore, dude.
I'm sorry, man. I can't do the sugar.
All right, we're going to stick one more into here, okay?
Alright, I'm trying to take like a screenshot of this green M&M.
You're good.
All right.
Do we want... I'm going to give you two options.
Okay.
We're going to save my dumbass story for next time, I think, because I don't want to back end it.
No, Janae needs to hear it too.
He needs to hear that one, too. So we're going to pause on that one. We got three options.
Okay.
We got anti-work, which I kind of want to talk about. We got the crypto drop versus Gary V and Odell Beckham, which I kind of want to talk about.
Yeah.
And we have the lasagna paradox.
Lasagna paradox. I don't know much about the lasagna paradox. So I'm kind of curious
I'll
to hear.
throw it out.
Okay, throw it out.
Now we're going to do that one real quick. Afterwards, we go on anti-work or crypto.
Okay.
Which one?
Let's combine them. Anti-work into crypto.
Oh, this will be fun. Okay, we're gonna start with the lasagna paradox real quick. I got a young homie who watches the pod and proposed this question to me, and I thought it was brilliant. Okay, you make 2 lasagnas. You made these lasagnas complete. There's topping cheese. There's enough layers. 2 very satisfying lasagnas.
Okay.
If you take the second lasagna and place it on top of the first lasagna, do you still have 2 lasagnas, or is this now one extra tall lasagna? Connor, your answer, please.
Okay. First off, I need to know how much does the lasagna cost?
I don't see how that matters to this
It
question.
matters because, like, okay, so let's say hypothetically a lasagna costs like $15 and this costs like $30, therefore it's 2 lasagnas. But if it's like $17, it's lasagna with a lasagna topping, you know?
That's a bullshit ass argument because I can make one lasagna that's like $50 by using like veal and fancy sauce and homemade pasta and all kinds of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or I can just go get some like Bertolli's out of the fucking frozen section. That shit's $3.
Right. No, I guess that's fair. Okay. How much does a single lasagna, like if you were to make just one lasagna, cost in comparison to this either?
In this scenario, and to satisfy your question,
Okay.
takes $13 to make a singular lasagna.
Okay. So are you charging
But when
me?
you buy your when you buy
Okay.
your ingredients in bulk, you get a little bit better of a discount, you know.
Okay. So are we buying in bulk here?
So with 2 lasagnas, you're looking at about $19 total for all the ingredients for 2.
Oh, then it's just a really good deal on a very tall lasagna.
Okay. So it's the money thing that really trips you up on this.
Yeah, because like you can argue it either way, but I think it comes down to like the price to decide whether it's 2 separate lasagnas or a lasagna.
Then how about this? If
Extra.
you make 2 lasagnas of the same size, but one's with cheap ingredients, and that one's $20. I mean, the expensive one's $20 and the cheap one's $10, but they're the exact same size and same mass of lasagna,
Yeah.
but just like ingredients and shit. That doesn't mean that the $30 one's 2 lasagnas.
No, that's true, but I guess it's like
That's some stupid ass logic.
it's
I don't
price
accept it.
mixed with plus size. Cuz like okay, well actually how
Dude,
come
this is not models.
how
in
come that's not a
ESPN,
thing? Like
okay?
how come I can't make a lasagna and then charge you per layer, you know?
Oh,
Like why isn't there like a restaurant that does that? Like how many layers would you like on your lasagna, sir?
Because when you buy pizza, like it's charged by the slice, not by the thickness of the slice.
Right, but they charge you extra for toppings. So like can't my topping just be another layer of lasagna? I guess it comes down to like what size.
Isn't that what's happening when you're adding the second lasagna onto the first lasagna? It's just
Exactly.
adding a whole
That's
another
another
lasagna's
layer.
worth of toppings.
So it's not 2 lasagnas, it's just an extension of the lasagna unless you put toppings in between. Cuz then it becomes a topping.
No,
of lasagna.
because that changes the whole scenario.
Yeah,
That's
it
why at the
does.
beginning I said 2 very even and honest samesies lasagnas. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
But like
Because like I proposed one time, like, what if you don't put topping cheese on the bottom one? Because we argued for a while actually in
Yeah.
my place of work that actually the difference is, does the cheese on the top layer coagulate? Because once the cheese on the top layer
Right.
coagulates, even if you add another second layer on top of it, you got a crusty coagulated cheese layer in the middle.
Right, or-
so that's two.
what if it's
Go
a
ahead.
different cheese? Cuz like you know how when you make lasagna it's like
Those are two different lasagnas. That's
Right,
why I
right.
said very strictly
Like,
at the beginning. Same ingredients, same
layer
exact
layer of
lasagnas.
noodle, layer of sauce, layer of cheese, layer of noodle, layer
There's
of sauce, layer
no
of cheese.
there's
But what
no
if
difference
the cheese
between your
changes?
2 lasagnas. No,
Counterpoint.
there's no difference.
It's a really tall lasagna, but it has a different cheese filling in the center.
I don't like that you're trying to change this cheese thing, 'cause that clearly makes it 2 separate lasagnas. The whole point of this argument was they are identical lasagnas.
Okay.
So in the end, we're talking about what is the limit of lasagna,
Well, I mean,
essentially.
well-
Is it in the width or the height?
I think the difference in cheese though matters because it's like if you fill your lasagna with mozzarella, but then you top it with Parmesan, that's a different cheese, and that's going to have a different consistency.
You are trying to do the shit Janae does to me every time.
Okay.
Right? Give you a scenario with a very specific set of parameters. and he
Okay.
tries to
Okay.
deviate
So
from them.
let
These are identical lasagnas. There's no difference between
Okay,
the two. 'Cause that changes.
let's
That's
back
too
up
many
then.
variables.
Okay. So it's one cheese used throughout the entire lasagna. Therefore, if you stack
Every
them,
ingredient's the same.
it's an extended lasagna.
Identicals.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like that's how wedding cakes are made.
Go on that. I like your
Yeah,
idea.
you make a cake, but like you don't have a pan deep enough to make a cake that tall, or like the layers get smaller as they go up. So you make a cake, and then you start stacking shit, and then you ice it.
And that's still one cake, though.
That's
right?
still so that would still be one lasagna. But I guess the question
I
is,
like your fucking argument here, Connor.
Does
I
it-
like that.
does it come down to when you ice, or like I guess top the lasagna, or
We also talked about cheese oxidization, and that's kind of like the icing. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
because on a good lasagna, you kind of get a crust almost. You know, like a crispy edging.
I guess the
You know what
final
I mean?
thing comes down to when do you serve it? Do you stack it in front of the patron or before you bring it to the patron?
That's also a huge question, dude.
Yeah.
How about this, okay? Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
Two patrons. You stack one patron's first, but the other patrons you bring out on two separate plates and stack it after. Is the first person upset that they didn't get, like, they don't know that they got the stacked lasagna experience?
Okay. Counterpoint, though. If I buy a double patty burger versus I buy a burger and a separate individual patty and then put it on later, is it still a double patty burger?
These are two different scenarios, though, because the equivalent scenario would be you get like two cheeseburgers, and without removing any top or bottom buns, without removing
Ooh, I see.
anything, you're just setting one on top of the other
That's a good point.
one. You know
That's
what
a
I
good
mean?
point, yeah. I'd say...
This isn't a double patty. This is an exaggerated, like,
Okay.
fucking McDonald's shit.
Then going back to what you were saying where you take, one person gets a double-decker lasagna and two people get two separate lasagnas and then stack them, I guess it comes down to price in that situation. If someone would be
Same
upset.
price.
Same price all around, like it equals out?
Same price. Equal, even Steven, same price, same mass.
Then I guess...
Everybody gets the same amount of lasagna. Everyone pays the same amount for it. It's just whether you got the table side lasagna stacking experience.
Then I guess the question is, why even bother getting two lasagnas and stacking them if you could have just got it pre-stacked for the same price? That just is like you wasting time, I guess.
Having to tip a fucking lasagna stacking waiter.
Right. You could have...
I don't need that additional expense.
Right. It could have been a cheaper tip. It could have been a cheaper bill.
So you're saying, in your opinion, that it is one lasagna.
It is one lasagna, and whoever gets it pre-stacked is the happier customer.
Interesting.
But
I like your opinion.
It has to be stacked in the back. If you stack it at the table, it loses its novelty. Novelty, sorry.
That didn't. I won't lie. I heard it, and my brain was like, "That's not right." I couldn't figure out.
Novelty. Yeah, you can't write it into a novel if you stack it at the table.
Now I hate this. What if you just, instead of stacking your lasagna on top of each other, you just put the two pieces next to each other, touching side by side on the plate?
Is it an extra long lasagna? Well, no.
That's still, because according to your argument, that's still one lasagna now.
I guess
right?
it would be, yeah. Okay, well, would that be kind of like when you go to like Cheesecake Factory, but then the cheesecake you turn it on its side so it's easier to eat?
Fuck, is that why people do that?
Yeah, because like it's really tall, so you can't like get a whole bite in your mouth. But like you turn it on its side and you just take like two bites at a time. Yeah.
I've never thought about that. Am I autistic?
Dude, we're sitting here like arguing the dimensions of food. We might be.
Dude, this is definitely the most autistic podcast we've done so far.
It's my autism. I get to choose the hyperfixation.
Oh my god, this was a good one.
It was.
We didn't even get to like the serious fun shit I wanted, and I'm kind of happy.
Yeah, we can put that on the back burner, or maybe never even touch it. Who knows? Next week it might be old news. I don't know. We're at the hour mark, so tell us in the comments below. Is it two lasagnas or a tall lasagna? I might make it this weekend. Who knows?
If we get 3 subscribers on YouTube, I will make the double stack lasagna.
Or just the tall lasagna. It's not even double stacked. It's just tall. Yeah. Extra layered lasagna. Tall. Yeah. Dude, I kind of want to open a restaurant that just specializes in like different lasagnas, but like you charge by the layer, you know?
So you want like a single layer, 2 layer, 3 layer?
Yeah.
There's might be some, you know how some people like thin crust pizza?
Yeah, but like that's the other thing too. This offers, if I charge by the layer, you can mix and match layers. So like a layer of this lasagna, then a layer of this lasagna, and then a layer of this lasagna. It's like you got a 3-layer lasagna, but it's like beef, chicken, pork kind of deal.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I also like that you can affect the like crispiness to thickness ratio, just like a pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be like, oh, I'm a thin lasagna guy. I only like one layer, so it's good crispy cheese to filling ratio. And then you got people
Yeah.
from Chicago. You got people from Chicago who are like, I need myself a 10-layer lasagna.
The deep
like,
dish
"Whoa,
lasagna versus the
dude,
thin,
Jesus.
the thin lasagna.
They're like, I don't like them thin crusts. I like lots of toppings on my lasagna.
Look, buddy, I
You're
don't
like,
want the
"I don't
noodles to
think-"
touch.
They keep calling it toppings, and you're like, I don't think it's toppings on lasagna. I think it's a filling, but
I guess that's the other thing too. Like if I put one layer of noodle and then just fill the rest with filling and then another layer of noodle, is that like equal to if I can fit like
Oh my
five
gosh.
layers?
like 4 lasagnas worth of filling in
Right.
one layer.
How do you like cheat someone out? Like, yeah, it's an inch worth of filling or like 2 inches worth of filling versus just, you know, every quarter inch is another layer of noodle.
Well, I assume the noodle's cheaper than the meat.
Yeah, because you
and
can buy it in
sauce.
bulk. Well, you can also buy sauce.
Or you
in
can
bulk.
you can also like hand make that shit for mad cheap.
I guess what the most expensive thing is the cheese.
Yeah,
And
so
so
you
do you-
eliminate a lot. No, the meat's pretty expensive too.
Yeah, that's fair. If you use meat, that's expensive. But if you go meatless, then it's just the cheese. I don't know.
What communist goes meatless lasagna? Are you
Vegans.
fucking insane.
Vegans. But they put
I don't-
vegetables sometimes. I don't know.
But then what do you do for cheese?
Faux cheese or like
That's not even a
Yeah.
lasagna anymore, dude. That's a
Yeah.
shitty cheeseburger.
Dude, I really
Don't
hope
even
someone
fucking
out there
talk to
steals
me.
this idea and opens up like a restaurant that sells lasagna by the layer because like I don't have it in me to make this a reality, but I really want to go to a place that sells this cuz I want to eat this. So someone else out there that does have it in them, do it for me.
Do you want to know another side note about this question? The
Sure.
fact that you might like.
Yeah.
You know the Mozart song "Lick My Ass"?
Yeah.
This same person who was smart enough to come up with this lasagna paradox. The day after we recorded that, I knew this kid's a genius and he's also into classical music.
Uh-huh.
And I walked up to him thinking I was going to be like hot king shit of fuck mountain, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, homeboy, do you want to know a like really weird and cool fact about Mozart? And I kid you not, he turns and looks me dead in the face and goes, what, that he has a song called Lick My Ass? And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, how did you actually, not only did you know that, but you fucking guessed it
God damn.
when when I was coming up to try and throw that out there as my fact.
Dude just said your predictable ratio.
Dude, fuck. I kind of like when he's not quite 18 yet. I work with some youngsters. I want to hire him one day to be a fucking writer for topics for us.
That's one of the weird things about like retail is you work with children a lot of times.
Dude, some days one person the other day reminded me, they're like, yeah, I just barely turned 16. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude, my favorite like culture shock was you remember Matt?
Yeah, our boy.
Yeah, I told him.
Shouts.
He told me once. He's like, "Yeah, I went to a concert with my dad once. It was like a band he listened to in high school." And I was like, "Oh, what was the band?" He's like, "The Killers." It's like, bro, that was like a band in 2004. I was around for the Killers. I listened to the Killers in high school.
I was going to say that the Killers are probably predominantly a millennial fan base band.
It's just
you know
like,
what I mean? Like,
Matt,
they
I can't
peaked
be
in
your
my
dad.
friends. Holy shit.
I kind of consider you my boss back here because of the experience, and I can't be your dad.
Well, you know what? Let's end this on this note.
Yeah, let's end it on this. note.
Maddie boy, if you're listening,
If you made it this
we'd
far,
we'd love to be your daddy.
hell yeah.
Peace out, boys.
See ya. Bye.